Action potential comes down the axon and activates the calcium channel to open. The calcium ion then enters the presynaptic terminal and moves towards the V snare. The V snare then attaches to the T snares and pulls the membrane with acetylcholine towards the synaptic cleft. Once it reaches the end of the presynaptic terminal, the acetylcholine is released into the synaptic cleft. Acetylcholine then attaches to the acetylcholine receptor on the presynaptic terminal, activating the muscle. Acetylcholine esterase then cleaves the acetyl into acetyl and choline, and the muscle relaxes. Ready? Action potential comes down the axon and activates the calcium channel to open. The calcium ion then enters the presynaptic terminal and moves towards the V snare. Then the botulinum receptor brings in the heavy chain and the light chain through the receptor-mediated endocytosis. The heavy chain forms a channel across the membrane, allowing the light chain to exit. The light chain then cleaves the SNAP25. This then stops the acetylcholine from exiting the presynaptic terminal and attaching to the acetylcholine receptor. The muscle then does not contract. All right. This one we started out the cycle by giving a Marine a vaccine since he is in an area of high risk of being exposed to the botulinum toxin. Huh? No, this is the normal. Action potential comes down the axon and that activates the calcium channel to open. This calcium ion then enters the presynaptic terminal and moves towards the V snare. The botulinum receptor brings in the heavy and light chain with the vaccine through the receptor-mediated endocytosis. The vaccine does not let the light chain leave the membrane, which then causes normal action to go through. The calcium ion signals the V snare to attach to the T snare, and it exits into the synaptic cleft, attaching to the acetylcholine receptor, activating the muscle. Then the acetylcholine esterase comes in and cleaves the two into acetyl and choline, causing the muscle to relax. All right. Okay. This is my normal talk. You guys want to switch? You don't need to switch. All right. This one we're starting out as a Western. The sun rises early in the Old West. The saloon doors swing wide open and out walks the cowgirl into town. And this old bandit saw his friends riding into town. He brings them into town in his old horse-driven covered wagon. Then old Dirty Dan started providing cover fire for Pinhead Larry. Pinhead Larry ran into the bank, robbed the teller, and killed him. All right. Oh, we got one more. This is the sheriff. All right. This one starts off the old sheriff is strolling around his country town in old 1812 protecting. The sun rises early in the morning in the Old West. The saloon doors swing wide open and walks out this old cowgirl into town. Then this bandit saw his friends coming into town with the sheriff on their side. The sheriff took them straight to jail. Then the old cowgirl saw these travelers walking through town and whipped their old mule and gear towards the bank. Once they got to the bank, the banker gave them money so they could go to the general store for some produce. They started to pay, and old Pistol Pete comes in, shoots the town people, robbing the general store. All right.